Hello, and how are you doing? All right, I'm also doing great. Today, I want us to look at bearings. It's actually vectors and bearings, but we are going to look at bearings for today. Um, it's not going to be a full lesson, just looking at the introduction. But before we start, let me ask you this question. Have you ever given directions to a friend before? Like your friend wanted to go to a place and they were kind of lost and you knew the place. Have you done that before? Okay, so what did you say? Okay, let's assume your friend wants to go to like the market. The friend is new to the area and they want to go to the market. Um, how did you direct that person? I'm guessing you said something like, okay, go straight and then turn right at a big mango tree. And then from there, yeah, something like that, right? Okay, so when we are at school, we are at your school right now, and I came to your school and I found you. I wanted to go to the headmaster's office. Meaning, maybe a headmaster's in office for. I don't know it. So I saw you and I asked you, where is the headmaster's office? I don't want you to take me there. I just want you to direct me. How are you going to do this? Well, I don't know your school, so you can do it better. How are you going to do it? Okay, so you'll be able to direct me from your class to the headmaster's office, right? Or you can direct me from the playground to the headmaster's office. That's good. What about let's take it that you are a pilot. You are a pilot and you are flying a plane from Kotoka International Airport in Accra. So you are flying from Accra to Kumasi, or you are a captain in a boat and you are navigating the Volta Lake. You are now in like the Volta region. You are navigating the Volta Lake. Um, I don't think you'll be able to give me the direction from Accra to Kumasi if I'm a pilot, like in the air, right? Yeah. To do something like that, you need bearings. So this is where bearings come in. The question is, what is a bearing? That's the first question we are going to look at. So when we talk of a bearing, we are saying that a bearing is an angle. Let me write it on the screen for you. Okay, I will write it. A bearing is an angle used to show direction of one place from another. It's an angle. So take note that bearings are always angles. It's a bearing. Sorry. It's an angle used to show the direction of one place from another. I'm going to underline the word from another because we always take bearings from one of the places. Take note of this, that bearing is most often, and I'm going to say, if they will pardon me, I can say it's always measured from the north direction, from the north. Where is my pen? Let me write. So it's going to be from the north. And training your phone. Okay, it's going to be from the north. And you know where the north is. So when we draw something like this, let's assume these are the cardinal points of a compass. Then this side here, the one pointing up, is the north, right? And then we will call this the east. And then the side pointing downwards will be the south. And then the other side will be the north, or the west, sorry. This side will be the west. Take note of this, that the angles between each of these cardinal points, north, east, south, and west, are called the cardinal points. The angle between each of them, like between north and east, is 90 degrees. And the angle between east and south is also 90 degrees. Between south and west is 90 degrees. And between west and north is also 90 degrees. So in all, we have 4 90-degree angles, or 4 right angles, and they sum up to 360 degrees. Take note of that. Looking at it this way, we can say, let me go to the next page. We can say that if this is the north, then east is going to be 90 degrees from the north, and south is going to be 180 degrees from the north, and west is going to be 270 degrees from the north, and the north is going to be, if you are going that way, then this side is going to be either 0 degrees or 360 degrees. Take note of that. So we are saying that bearing is always measured from the north. So to measure a bearing, or to measure the angle, we always start from the north. So the north takes the 0 degrees, and then we measure it clockwise as the clock moves. You cannot do it the other way. So the watch is equal clock. I mean the clock, not watch now. The guitar maybe. I'm talking of the analog clock. The movie who's a hand read, that's the name over there. That's in that we measure bearing in the same direction. In the same direction. So before we go on, let's take an example. Let's assume I have this. Let me use this to draw. Okay, I'll just draw it anyhow. I wanted it to be perfectly straight. Oh, this is like straight. Okay, that was somehow close. So if we take this side here to be the North Pole, and we are taking bearings, then if I draw a line here, then we are saying to measure the bearing from this point, let's say A, then it's going to be the angle between the North Pole and then this line. So it's going to be like this angle over here. It's going to be this angle over here. And we know that between the North Pole and the South, and the East, is how many degrees? 90 degrees. So if from here to here, from the North to the East, is 90 degrees, what will be the angle here? Let me just say, call it like X. What will be the value of angle X? Is it going to be more than 90 degrees or less than 90 degrees? You said more? Less. Okay. And you say, we kakraka ni nyina amenyosu red. Kakraka we nyina red no. 90. And I was ye chamobio, ye 90 nebi ni ye pen on a value, and be less than 90 degrees. And you have we a saying it's going to be maybe 45 or 50. We are not that sure. So to be able to measure this and get a value that is somehow accurate, we will need what is called a protractor. This is what protractor that. It is in a form of like a semicircle, and you can find it in your mathematical set. So math set, we're going to more maybe to say them. Oh, and me drawing on your field. I know my hand say 0/180, and anything hadn't even say 90. And normally, that's what is called a protractor. Okay, so we use that protractor to measure angles, and we can use it to measure bearings, because bearings and so yeah angles. But when you are using the protractor, you make sure that you place it, or you start measuring the angle from the north, because like I said, bearings, you start to measure almost from the north. Okay. Before I say some small exercise, now I want you to take some 3 golden rules of bearings. My friend of golden rules, yes. Okay, 3 golden rules of bearing. The first rule is always start from the north line or from the north pole. This is how we bearing now. Always. Time will be start from where? The north. You are to start from the north. N-O-R. So I will not be writing much. Until start here free north all the time. So always where the north is. Always maybe a north, you draw something like this. We be this a plus. Maybe on lines name no be share. A hormone a point now you take bearing from no. So we can call it any variable. I'm going to call this B. Now the no. If you add the no, only a friend enough. A horse near best start bearing no idea free. A horny best start measure a bearing no idea free. In the first rule, is always start from where? From the north. For 2 trims, you remember our exercise. It will be one of the questions. So always start measuring from the north. Okay. All the measurements begin from where? From the north. Okay. And and I'm a choke with us all be enough. Yes, we'll draw the BT say plus BTC. In a moody enough, the he Nifano, an abinkum, a form, an esro, the hesro. So esro the end enough. Okay, so always do that. That's golden rule number 1. Let's go to golden rule number 2. The second golden rule states that always measure your angle or your bearing in a clockwise direction. Okay, sir. It's the first one. No, make a 70 can sir. So always measure in a clockwise direction. Into when you say north, you can say you start if you north. Into from the north, no, then you go in a clockwise. Clockwise, yes, I said the clock is moving. Clockwise. Thank you. Your clock at to hand. I won't say clock. So yeah, I need trying. Okay, the clock in that direction. So from north, you go to the east, and then to the south, to the west, and then back to north, and then it continues like that. So baby sana obey no. So the clock no muskum hana ufie ekon sana obey. The last one, I said we have 3 golden rules. First one, okay, saying. Okay, the first one states that always start from the north. Okay, and the second one is saying always measure in a clockwise direction. Now the third one is saying that we should always write the bearing as a 3 digit number. You see electro bearing no saying. Always write the bearing as a 3-digit number. DIJIT. 3-digit number. So you have a 3-digit number, the catch you was a number no. A numbers means and the attribute. It's a measure angle no. This about could be na so now when an angle no 45 degrees are. Over so no 3-digit 45 degrees is going to be written as 0.45 degrees. Yes, it's a number no when as a 3 digits they are for 0 edi anymore and zeros edi anymore kusi se be 3 digits. In the enfane say see measure and can 9 degrees and ke betro ne saying the 0 sign the be 9 anymore and 3 digits. 2, right? We add 2 zeros in front of the 9, so it becomes 0.09 degrees. Good. And as in 150 degrees between 150 degrees. 150 degrees bear saying. I mean you're equal to a bear saying. And no, the 0 be the there be because it is already 3 digits. We have 1 here, 1 digit, 55 near another digit, and then the last 0 is also another digit. It's be 150. Okay, so 27 degrees here. A bear saying 0. Oh, 0.27. I said the can't be number no. 0.27 degrees. Oh, 1 way man 5 degrees na so 1 degree na so ultimate 0 to be na so no. Degree. 150 degrees. You changing. Now say 357 and so on. 357 degrees. Are we going to add zeros? No, because it is already 3 digits. So it's going to be 357 degrees. You can change it here. And see, me just say beside the 3 golden rules of bearing with me the 3 golden rules of bearing. First one is saying always start from the North Pole. I mean sure start from north. Okay, I mean sure full. Always start from the north. That's number 1. And the second one states what? Always measure in clockwise. Clock. Okay, just let me write it in full. Clockwise. Always measure in clockwise. And then the third one states that always, I know can't say, always write bearings as 3 digits. As 3 digits. So we design any means and way to Jima parents questions I'll be able to will be trapped. So we tell the mistake too heavy and now then we they mistake it too heavy and now okay. So at this point me pursue some short exercise be me no me no nyina be yabo. Yeah, funny say I mean hide the screen way. Yeah, this airplane no. See when I pointed somewhere northeast. Between north and east no. In fin pay and your friend northeast. Between east and south we're saying southeast. There be a can north and south the first and Sunday I can east or west. In the end I say east south. You can know southeast. And I has in your east north where you're saying northeast. Okay, thank you. how do we say? Between north and west, I can say northwest, okay. And then between south and west is where saying southwest, okay. It is it's a plain way, okay now, or facing northeast. So I say state in a bearing now. We are bearing we bear saying. Fatu to me say between north and east, saying 90 degrees. Into a plane we are in a bearing, will it be up to 90 degrees? No. And she didn't do 90 papa. Into we can say saying. Okay, I'm gonna say 45 degrees. Into for this exercise never say you show plane now. So what me mommy answer no say between that range na. Into I'm gonna say the way you see no. So okay, say being by 20 degrees which because 20 is between north and east. But try as much as possible and be precise. Like try and get it closer to the correct answer. Try and get it closer to the correct answer. Into we say men I make us be 45 degrees. And I see be I can say 50 degrees and 40 degrees, something like that. Okay. Into the time you can guys say you need protractor the measure. Into make a answer way. And say 45 degrees, yeah, you mean to say 45, just like that. Because they're saying 0, 4, 5, because they say a try answer in 3 digits. Young go ahead the solution here. Once say I don't go to 45 degrees into your channel. I'm going to change the direction. Okay, and you say you change the direction, it is now pointing where? To which direction? Is it east, west, north, or south? I know no they can. Do anymore if it's south. So what will be the bearing? Yes, from north to east, saying 90. And from east to south, and so 90. Into her way, there were 90 to do saying. Me no to be saying 180. Mama coffee as a me way in me no more you yeah. And yes, say if south a 180. Can only one say no. I mean, okay. And the way the kind said the angle is 180 degrees. And I'm saying 3 digits into no, there is no need to say this 0 be the kind. So we will just state say 180. Let's go and show the answer. Yes, you try a 180 degrees. Okay, I'm going to change the direction again, and then you will tell me. Okay, so say I west. In the west, no, we have bearing the bear sign. You can write the answer in the comment section. Within your comment section, because I me. Okay. In the west, no, I mean go ahead. I can say west, 270 degrees. All right. So when you answer, you're correct. In 270 degrees. Let me show the answer. You try. Yes, that's 270 degrees. Let me change the direction one more time. Okay. So say you're changing on my share between north and west. Into bearing the bear sign. What's going to be the bearing? Okay. You can write this also down in the comment section. Okay. Into way now I'm saying any protracted dB measure into I know so what your answer be. I'm going to solve it. You need protracted dB measure. By you say west honey 270. And I had the BC higher than 360. It'll be seen north and so you acquire from north to north at 360. But this is between 270 and 360. But we have been 270 no more. Since I been 360. In this once and I'll throw in your comment section and I'll try to book could be more, I don't know. If it is between 270 and 360, between 270 and 360, like I said, that's correct. What can I say? I guess I can say be away a bear. I can say be a bear 300 or 305, like 305 or 315. Sorry. You correct answer no. The here say between 270 and 360. What can I say 270 are waiting because it's not pointing west. And I can say 360 so I'm waiting because it's not pointing to the north. But any number between those two numbers now. Make us wait track. Let's go show it. Move up a bit. Good. I'll say 300. Until maybe can I say about 300 and 305 and 315. So once I know I'll try it closer to 300. Even we'll try 278. Because wait track. Your estimate was right. Let's do two more. Yeah, two more near call. I'm going to change the direction. Oh, my change the direction, no. Okay. Into here 300 mewa. We change it, the order. Let's show it. Oh, okay. So take it to where we into 296. Make I say 300. For two teams say we are not measuring with a protractor. And the 296 is closer to 300. I'm going to change it. We're changing it 2 times and all now be solve it. So let's change it. Okay. We did change kakraba. So what will be the bearing here? What will be the bearing here? Take note, it's between south and west. It's between south and west. It's very close to west, but not on the west. It's not facing west. So what will be your answer? Okay, a new 270 papa. But Oma will answer no closer to 270. So if your answer was maybe 267, 268, yeah. If your answer was closer to that number, let me show the answer. Let's go up. Okay, we'll say 259. So if your answer was, so the mechanic, if it's closer to 259, you are correct. Let me show one more and then we go back to our work. I've changed it now. Oh, it's pointing somewhere to the north. But look at the picture carefully. Is it facing north? As I tilted Accra from the north, right? Into. Okay, what will be your answer? What will be your answer? Okay. I'm going to say, yeah. Okay, hey. Fatu say yes, your answer should always be 3 digits. Okay. In this, what can I say is 0 degrees. I always trying to say 0, 0, 0. I will say 0 is near me answer. Now the degree kitwebia. Like 0 kitwebia to na pampum 1 natural degrees. So I can say 1 and so I will say you're saying 0, 0, 1. Me just say okay. Into you can say 0, 0 sign. Okay, let me show the answer and then we go back. So this one is 002. I hope so once and they're very close to that. Okay. I'm going to do one more. Okay, so this is between, I promise this is the last one. You really are in your bill. Into where you're kind of saying the last one. Yeah. Into where you have one and a saying. Okay, it's between saying. Okay, so your answer should be between 180 and 270. I'm going to end today's lesson here. Next time, when we meet, we will be solving questions, like real questions on bearings. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any question, you can leave it in the comment section, or you can send it to me if you know my number. Thank you very much. I will see you in our next video. Bye bye.